Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde. Today, we are taking a look at what I consider to be probably the worst build in general. We do not have an official boss killer. We are not taking Bone, we are not taking Arrow, we are not taking Shurikens, we are not taking Cleave, which is almost a boss killer. So those four are out just for that fact right there. Then we have Orbital Fire, which is too consistent, too much protection, out. Same thing with spears. It's maybe random, but it is too consistent with being just protection right near you. So what does that leave? That leaves us with vines, it leaves us with tornado, it leaves us with grand hex, and with mines. Now, of these, while it is the weakest build, I am going for what I consider to be the strongest variant of that weakest build, and that is with Maxine and vines. This dot tick rate increase is awesome. So I apologize. We also will be going for hopefully the strongest pet, which is Hoodoo. So, a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B kind of thing right there. We're going to the desert because there's some good surrounds here. It's also open, so we can look for some pets and chests and things. And generally, it's one of the higher experience places, and I kind of want to see how this does with some levels. Oddly enough, vines themselves is probably one of the least amount of experience required abilities of all of them in the game. Not only because it has less options to level, it only has 3 instead of 4, but the other reason for that is because you don't need to max out AoE size or the number. You just don't need to. So we're going to be keeping them relatively low, which is fantastic. We now have our 4 weapons set up, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. The one thing for vines that we will be getting every time it's up is dot damage, because this dot, as you can see, these Shelmet enemies, they are honestly one of the toughest enemies, especially in this level, and they just get melted. Let's see him walk into the vines and basically instantly die. I love it. Already having some good experience gain, which is always a plus. And, we're not going to neglect all the spells. Tornado will actually be probably pretty important for us in the long term. Tornado is pretty much our saving grace. It's going to be what's going to save us from surrounds, hopefully. Mines, good protection under us. Not going to really do too much with them, but we're going to do, hopefully, enough with them. Let's get this boss into the vines, hopefully. Easy enough to kill with the vines. You know what? It worked out. So, we do not have protection from these bugs, though. I mean, we have our little tiny vine wall, which we will be making bigger. Let's make it even a little bit bigger now. But realistically, we just don't have good protection around us. The best we have is mines, which the cooldown is substantial right now. And I can reduce that, but I want to get the vines set up to the point where, they're able to handle these mini-bosses and things. Very scary moments. Luckily, we are so fast, thanks to being Maxine. This speed is a wonderful, wonderful thing. We have enough size there. Did that cactus boss just keep going? Is that what just happened? Did I lose him? Or did I miss the chest? I don't know. Oh, yeah, he's just going. He's just off. Look at this. This is one of the complaints that people do have. Oh, look at that moon mummy in the vines. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that felt good. Take that, Mr. Moon Mummy. He didn't even know what hit him. He was dead before he even spawned. But yes, the bosses that just sort of go in one direction and don't look back, it can be pretty frustrating because, I saw him and then I barely was able to catch up to him. And if I was on a different character, say I was on Conrad, well, that done forever. That's never gonna catch up to him. So we have a good number of tornadoes now. We probably don't need too many more in that regard, but we will want its cooldown and size. We want to get enough size that it connects the tornadoes together, so we do have an impenetrable wall coming out of us. So size here is actually probably our next most important level. Probably one more I think should do it, maybe two. But we don't need more size than that. Again, that's the beauty of these weapons, is because most of them are support in essence, is you don't need a whole lot of levels to maximize their effectiveness. Again, vines, I'll probably increase the number when we get to the end, for the boss, because the boss can be really far out there. But other than that, vines at 5, done, no problem. That's great. That's exactly where I want them to be. So, let's start looking for things, although we need to catch this experience as it's coming. Ooh, and we got the first surround. This is, I think, the hardest surround, to be honest with you. Let's get some damage on there. Let's have bigger damage protection. The reason why this, to me, is the hardest one, we will officially get that. Oh, look at that. Juicy Grand Hex. The reason why this is the hardest one, I think, is just because these vines have more health than other enemies, and if you are not prepared to handle that high health enemy surrounding you, plus they spawn slower than other enemies, so you can easily be on top of them in that circle surround before you even know they're spawning. So it's actually probably one of the most dangerous moments in the level itself. But we made it through, We had our tornadoes, our vines cleared a path directly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. We don't even need attack size anymore. So again, attack size, done. Number, maybe get 1 or 2 more. Cooldown, okay, I'll go with cooldown. Knockback, not taking any of it. So tornadoes, only a few more levels, and they're done for what I need. Dot damage here. Okay, we need dot damage. AoE, take it or leave it. I'll probably get that to like 5 or 6. Number, maybe get 1 or 2 more levels. So we're rapidly, quote unquote, finishing some weapons for what we want. So while, again, these aren't the most powerful of weapons, because of that fact alone, it gives them a very unique advantage that other weapons don't have. There we go. He's in. And, he hit the mine. The anti-synergy is real. Why do I say that's anti-synergy? Well, currently, you can only have 1 dot on you at a time. So what does hitting a mine do? Well, hitting a mine applies a dot. A much, much, much worse dot than our lovely vine dot. So we do not want the big enemies hitting our mines. We want our mines to kill the things that get to us, definitely. But we don't want the big enemies hitting the mine. That is actually the most dangerous, deadly thing for us. Definitely want to shoot up if possible. It did not. And we want this boss in there. So knockback, never going to take 1. Cooldown, actually not that bad, but we're going to take just more damage. Again, we do want to use that to kill things, and this should be good. Oop, didn't even need it. And the other problem with the vines is if an enemy spawns from another enemy's death in them, they do not get the vine dot on them. So that is actually a major downside of the vines. Just because something is in the vine does not mean it gets the dot. It has to be essentially hit by it. Alright, Alright. Where'd that moon mummy go? He got knocked around from some bombs and things. Did he explode? I don't know. We'll get another number. Why not? There he is. Come on, moon mummy. Walk in here. Oh, nope, he got exploded. That'll be it. There he is. There's the 12 damage hitting him over and over and over again. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what we wanted to see. So again, you can see the mines were very anti-synergistic with killing him with the vines there. It kept knocking him out, and the dot was taking over. It's quite the problem, really. And I've been getting a decent amount of chests, but where, oh where, are these shops and pets? I mean, really. We have the most amount of shops that we can get here. We have the most amount of pets. Well, this is a good amount of money in heart, so I won't say no to that. One more number. I said I wasn't going to go too much higher in the number. It is nice seeing huge swaths of things just dying to the tornadoes that we are too fast for. But here we go. I do think they're... Nope, no chest. Nothing doing. We're in a pretty good phase to run around, though, so I don't mind that right here. We will get our number to 6 for the prepping for the boss eventually. Again, the boss, its number does not necessarily help you with the boss, but the boss itself can spawn fairly far away, so having that just a little bit more range might be the thing of him getting in it or not. We have our first pet, though. So fingers crossed, hoodoo, you-do, woo-do. I don't know the official pronunciation. I'm going with hoodoo. W-H-O-D-O, or W-H-O-O-D-O-O. So, nothing. Nothing doing. Alright, that's fine. We'll increase our tornado damage. So, yay! Tornadoes get a damage increase somehow. They don't get it from talents, that's for sure. More damage on the mines. We want our mines... We don't care how fast they come out so much. We just want to make sure that when they hit something, they hit it hard. You know? Like, boom. Oh! He stopped. He did not make it. But, yeah. We're actually getting close to the surround phases, which I am a little worried about. But I want a shop more than anything else. Because shops have pets, and pets are what we want. The extra 3, 6, or 10 damage would be the most incredible thing to have on these vines. And again, we're pretty much good with AoE. The size is pretty good. It can, you can definitely make it bigger, but at the same time, we can make our mines just hit a little bit harder. Or our, cooldown on Grand Hex, I would thoroughly like. And there's a shop. Perfect. I just want to get that. Sneak in here. Kill some skellies in the way, and we got to the shop. Perfect. Dot damage, do not care about dot damage magic mine. We want the dot damage of the magic vine. Hoodoo? No hoodoo? Okay, that's fine. Just... We don't need it anyway, right? We have all we need. I think. I mean... This boss of this zone does have... Wait, why am I even getting this? What did I do to myself? Oh, and we have our surround. Alright. Tornadoes, please save us. And you did. Oh. Got the final dot damage. There we go. Alright, keep it going. Alright. Another surround. This is the final dot damage. Getting us to 16. Fantastic. Experience is everywhere. Painfully so. But that's okay, because we have the speed to pick it up. We don't have the range to pick it up, but we do have the lovely speed. I think that was the boss up in the top right, but I want to get this experience before it goes away. Whew. I think we did it. I think we made it through. Getting our cooldown. Probably should have done tornadoes. Tornadoes are definitely doing the AoE work for us here. But, there is the boss. Alright. Really? Come on. Shoot him with the vines. There we go. In the vines. And dead. Yeah, it still takes some time. There's no crits on it, which honestly is the biggest detriment. I would love it if dots could crit. That would make a dot build basically incredible. Just having that ability to crit. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and that is perfectly fine. I don't know if that will be coming at some point or not. I hope so. I think that would be amazing. But, if dots could crit and dots stacked, I think dots would be the most powerful thing in the game. I will say, I think it'd be far more powerful than cleave. Having vines with orbital fire, with voodoo, oh my god. I mean, you're talking the vines ticking 20 plus, 20 some odd times a second. The orbital fire doing the same at about 13 damage. Whew. And then you have the mines, which while they don't tick as fast, if you do upgrade the mine dot ticking damage, that would be well over 30 some odd damage with hoodoo. So yeah, I think that would be the power build. tack cleave onto that too, you can still get cleave, you know? So you can have essentially the best of both worlds, where you have cleave and just all of the dot damage that's destroying everything. Sign me up, please. Oh, man. Yeah, there we go. Still we are out of luck when it comes to dots. We still have 2 more slots, though. We're not out of the woods in terms of, or not out of, you know, we still have potential. Oh my gosh, I am taking all of the hits right now, because Tornado can't kill things. Tornado not getting the damage increases means even though things are getting near, it is not able to kill. So I am just walking into these little Shelmet guys, into some into some cactuses, you know. I mean, look at that. It does push them, and if you fire a second volley, that will usually kill them. But you need that second volley. And again, with the randomness that it has, you're not always going to get it. So let's make sure we get our hearts from the boss chest right here. Let's hope we can fire in the right direction. Cool down. There we go. Perfect. Mr. Boss, please walk into the vines. Vines, please stop shooting anywhere other than the boss. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating just this once. And we're sitting pretty healthy again. Not the healthiest, but we don't need to be the healthiest. We just need to have enough. Just enough. That's what's important. Yeah. More hits, more good. Did get a heart from Hardy over here, I believe, which is fantastic. I really want to just plow through like all of these enemies and just make a run for it. But there's there's experience just everywhere and whatnot. Although getting a hoodoo would probably be more worth it than a level or 2 at this point. So, oh god, we have no protection as well against enemies that are very close to us, other than the mines. So that is another danger of this build. As you saw, that one black wasp thing just was hugging my butt and did not want to go anywhere. And, you know, there really wasn't too much I could do. I, you know, got away. They're also hard to see, especially with the tornadoes coming out and everything like that. So we definitely need a bit of luck to deal with everything there. We're in, you know, this phase is definitely getting a lot harder being surrounded. So, oh, don't want to go that way until the tornadoes hit. Still alive though. I really want to go left. It would be beautiful if the tornadoes would abide and shoot down into the left. That's literally all I want, tornadoes. Please stop going everywhere but over here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This last boss is going to be incredibly difficult, I think. Initially, I think the hardest part will be the setup, and I think that is the part that worries me the most. Just in, can we survive all the things still coming at us? Because it's all high health things. It's going to be a lot of shelled enemies. The scarabs that spawn have a lot of health, and if our vines are not targeting the right ones, it's not going to hit any of the things that we need it to hit. So, you know, we're not really getting anything good pet-wise. The 1 damage does effectively nothing. The experience did help long-term, that is for sure. I mean, I will never say no to experience there. But compared to, like, these shelled enemies, you know, at this point, this is, like, the one time I'd say, man, maybe I should have gotten knocked back on the tornadoes. Because definitely want these things just away from me. For once. But we are surviving. There is experience everywhere. I want to get it, but I am very scared to move. I'm even getting more number just because of how surrounded we are. Let's see. Let's make it out. Let's just ditch the experience. We're ditching it. We're going out. We're gonna try and find. Oh God. No, we can't go anywhere. We just don't have the capability to move freely. Oh, okay. This is not a chest, so that's not what I was hoping for. Is there maybe... Where's the vines? The vines went up. We just want to keep going. We want a shop more than anything else. The boss is coming, so we don't have very much in the way of choosing our path, but we did make it out. Oh, anything? Oh, there he is. They're coming. All right, well, there's the boss. Vines hopefully can shoot him. He hit the mines, however, and that was... Oh, that is death. Well, I'm going to give this another go, but I'm going to show this as an example of what not to do, hopefully. The end gets very hectic. I'm definitely going to be able to do this, though. I just need a better end, and honestly, some better pets. Pets do make things very, very different. Probably go for a bit more in the mine cooldown, just so we have a bit more protection under us. And yeah, I think everything else was pretty good, though. We had a good amount of number. The AoE was fine on the dots, on the vines. Maybe less than that for a bit more cooldown and things on the mines. Maybe get some pushback in the tornado for the end. That might actually be the thing that changes everything. So that might be a focus as well. You know, convert some AoE into pushback. You know, Grand Hex probably won't focus on as much. I love Grand Hex, but having more in like mine cooldown probably would be better. So that's kind of where we are right now. I will get to that. I am planning on doing the challenge run with Conrad, and maybe I'll do a week weapon run with Conrad as well. So we have some videos coming up in the next few days, but I think tomorrow's will probably be something with Conrad, and then I'll come back to this. Because I really want to do this as a fun little challenge as well. I'm trying to come with challenges before the patch. It should be coming. Please, patch gods. It should be coming. So, thank you all so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love to hear if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. I love it all. So, yeah, that's about it. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Happy hunting.